Hello, Scorpio. I am Scorpio Stellium, your no BS tarot card reader. And I'm going to look at your predictions for the week of November 22nd because I start my shit on Sunday. I don't know. It's just what I do. Okay. So we're going to take a look at your week, Scorpio. And we're also going to do a pick a card at the end of this for what message you specifically need to hear. You. Yes, you. Okay. Here we are, Scorpio. All right. Reversed Emperor, reversed Ten of Cups, reversed Magician. What are we doing? Let's get our shit together, man. Jesus, Louises, everything is reversed except for two cards. Two cards. I don't even want them to be upright. All right, let's break it down. Let's do how we do. We'll clarify. We'll get all the information. We'll get there. Okay, reversed Emperor, reversed Ten of Cups, and the reverse Magician. All right, so whatever you're having trouble establishing, so you're having trouble establishing something, probably boundaries. Boundaries are kind of hard sometimes, telling people no, that you want to help, and telling people no, you've hurt me before, so I'm not going to let you back in my life, or no, you can't treat me that way. No, at our family dinner, you may not yell at me and call me names because Thanksgiving is coming up, you know? So this is boundaries. We're having trouble establishing healthy boundaries, and it is causing discord in the family unit, in our emotional calm, in our reserve, our internal reserve. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm trying to say. Forget it. Okay, I'm just trying to make up words. But our internal self, there's not that calm. There's not that peace. It's like everybody's kind of not happy with each other. You're not happy with other people. They're probably not happy with you. The boundaries are not being set up. So what's the problem here? Yeah, boundaries. Exactly. Boundaries need to be established. What is allowed and what is not allowed. And then we have the reverse Magician. So it's kind of like every person out for themselves. You may even feel this way. And honestly, I think that you do. I think that you are at the point where you're like, fine, then I'm going to make this about me. If you're not going to give me the respect that I deserve, then I'm going to take that respect. This is kind of what's going on. Another part of this that is happening with the reverse Magician here is that you are having trouble figuring out how to communicate what you're trying to, what you want to get across. You may have trouble communicate, kind of like I'm having trouble communicating right now. Right. Trouble communicating what boundaries you want, what your needs are, what you need to happen in your life, how you're feeling, you're just all of that. It's the communication issues are relevant for you this week. And then we move down to the second line. Reverse Queen of Swords, reverse Six of Pentacles, reverse Six of Wands. So we've got a little bit of a lack of logic here. We're not thinking clearly. We're not articulating ourselves well. We're having trouble with both of those things because it all starts up here in your brain, right? It's hard to see what is truth right now. It's hard for you to cut through the bullshit and see what you need to actually do to establish victory in your life. So you are probably having some issues with finances. The Six of Pentacles is reversed. It may be a week that if you're looking for a paycheck or money coming in some way, a loan, anything, it might be delayed. You might not be getting that. So you're having issues financially this week. That's a problem. Another problem is the reverse Six of Wands. So it may feel to you right now like people are talking about you behind your back. It may feel like there's this blemish on your golden reputation. It feels like you're having trouble moving forward and everything seems convoluted. This whole reading, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to sort it out and everything is reversed. Everything is internalized, everything is convoluted, everything is sticky and icky and difficult to deal with. So we're gonna clarify and hopefully get some actual clarity because this all looks to me like it's all starting up here. And because you're up here is, I don't know, doing crazy stuff. And because you're not able to articulate what it is that you're feeling and thinking and needing, that everything else is kind of suffering right now. Excuse me. It's like the throat right now. The reverse King of Pentacles next to the Ten of Swords. So now we've got financial issues. We've got issues with somebody in a position of power. This could also be you with your business, with your job, with your money, whatever. We've got some issues there that we're seeing endings. So it feels like there is big money trouble coming, something for you to prepare yourself for, maybe get a personal reading on how you need to deal with that. But there is definitely some financial issues coming in here to, to give you some problems, with the reverse King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So what do you have to do? You have to move on. You have to progress past this. You have to go to the calmer waters. And that's what the Six of Swords is about, is you moving into calmer waters, into a calmer headspace, clearing your mind and moving forward despite whatever happens. You cannot stop. It's that whole saying, if you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop there, right? So this is not a terrible, I know it sounds bad, it's not a terrible reading, but it's definitely a struggle for the week. It's going to feel like, walking through mud this week, and then at the end of it, you do come out of it. But there is definitely this difficult energy. So let's go ahead and start clarifying and kind of seeing where some of this is coming from, why you might be feeling that way, what's going on in your love life, if that's affecting it, all of those kind of things. Let's just see. Okay, so what wants to come out and talk to me here is the reversed High Priestess. I have to figure out which card I'm holding up. And the Ten of Wands. So both of these, okay? First of all, reversed High Priestess speaks to me about some secrecy, some things that are not coming out. And this may be actual secrets, things that are being kept from you maliciously, or it can be just kind of like background noise. People are not really sharing everything with you that you need to know. And this does create confusion. It creates a burden for you, the Ten of Wands. It creates some oppression, some difficulty. It makes it a struggle when you don't have all the information, and you don't right now. You do not have all of the information. And I think that any situation that feels confusing to you right now, that feels difficult to you, you want to take a closer look at it, because that's probably where the lack of communication is coming from. Okay, let's look at this whole first line, really. This reversed Emperor, Magician, Ten of Cups, this of how it's emotionally affecting you, because you feel like you cannot establish communication, you cannot establish boundaries. We're having disrupted thoughts. Let's see what else wants to come out. We've got the Temperance card right now and the Nine of Wands. So what this is telling me, both of these are Sagittarius cards, okay? They're associated with Sagittarius. Temperance is straight up Sag's card, and then the Nine of Wands is the Sun in Sag. So Sagittarius is a sign of travel, of expanding your mind, of ideas, of philosophy, okay? Of healing, of parties. Sages are the partiers of the zodiac. So having both of these cards in Sag, what I'm seeing with this here is it looks like there may be some struggle with ideas, with philosophies, with opinions that are on opposite spectrums. So you may feel like you're over here and everybody else is over here. And it's creating this internal stress for you, because you kind of get that, like, is everybody against me? I feel like my ideas are different from everybody else's. Nobody is acknowledging me. Nobody is paying attention to what I have to say. That maybe I'm smarter than I seem. Maybe I do know what I'm talking about. I have some experience with this. It feels like you are being discounted when it comes to ideas. Also, these two cards are telling me that this will smooth itself out, because we do have Temperance, so it's going to be tempered, it's going to be calmed if you have some patience. But also, until then, you need to have your guard up. And I don't usually say that. I'm always like, let the guard down. And you hear that with tarot card readers, let the wall down, but no, this is not one of those situations. You actually need to have the guard up. Okay, with the Nine of Wands next to Temperance, I'm feeling this is, you need to be on the lookout for people who do not have your best interest at heart, who are maybe frenemies, people who act like they are. Pay attention to how you feel after you're with certain people. Do they make you feel like you're valued, or do they not? Make you feel like they want you there or not? So it's time to have a bit of a guard up, and that goes back to establishing boundaries. Honestly, that's all comes full circle. Is you need to not allow people to manipulate you. Okay. We've got the reversed Eight of Swords. This is kind of a funny one to have here because this is Eight of Swords upright is about being in your head, right? Being stuck in your head and feeling like everything is, you know, you're stuck and you can't do anything, but it's about your thought process. Having it reversed is telling me that this is not just you. This is not your thought process. You're not stuck in your head. This is literally from external forces, other people, and how they are dealing with you in your life right now. It's very difficult. Okay. Let's see if this will give me a little bit about love. Okay. We got a lot about just everything going on. You know, money. We've got just your life, your general relationships. Let's look at love. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing reversed pentacles, death reversed also, and the Knight of Wands, excuse me, the Knight of Wands. So pentacles, death, wands. Okay. Something is not over. That's the death card. It's reversed here. It's telling you that an ending that seems like an ending is not actually an ending. There's a waiting period, a period that it seems like nothing is happening, or like this person, because we're talking about love actually. So I asked about love. This is what we're getting. That a person that it seems like things were done with, they are not done. And then we have this reverse Knight of Pentacles. This is showing me, I feel, that somebody, they slowed down to a halt in your life. It was like they just like were pulling back and pulling back and pulling back until it felt like an ending. And that we see that here with the death card. But then the Knight of Wands comes along and it's like sudden action, a sudden springing forth, you know, and all of a sudden we've got all of this passion and we've got all of this desire and we've got all of this like action going on. So the slowness, something shifts in here. It makes me think that you're going to get a surprise. You know, it makes me think that you have experienced a situation that kind of had a long swan song. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. Had a long swan song, and then all of a sudden, now you're going to get like action. Okay, so the Seven of Wands here. I think that previously this person did not want to fight for the relationship, and now they come back and they do. They want to stand up for the relationship. Something has shifted in them that they've decided that they don't want to let you go anymore. I don't know that they're really like sure what they want from you, but they want you to be in their life to some degree. They just don't know. They don't know how. Let's see what else we got. Okay, because Queen of Wands, see, this is how they see you. They see you as this powerful person, this very sexy and attractive and enigmatic, and this person who really knows how to take charge of things. Despite this week, you are, you know, like this week you're having a struggle. We're having a struggle together, right? Because I'm Scorpio too. But normally you can be very Queen of Wands. You know how to command attention and power and respect, because normally you don't take anything else. So that's how, you know, that's how you come across. And this person sees you that way, and it's very attractive. This confidence that you exude is very attractive to them. So they're kind of pulled into that. We'll see how that plays out in the weeks to come. But that's how that goes right now. Let's see what cards you need to hear for this week. You know, your pick a card. Yeah, that thing. Your pick a card. Okay. You're going to choose cards 1, 2, or 3. Just one, please, and I will interpret it. If you like this reading, you know what to do. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Card 1, card 2, card 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do it this week. Okay, I got my card. You got your card? Okay, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, for card 1, we've got the Two of Wands. So you're making some plans. some big plans, some plans about the future. And it's like, you know what to do now. It's like you are laying it out. You're figuring out your path. You're mapping it out. And something is going to come of this. It's something that you're very passionate about. So it's encouraging you to put your energy into it. You know, you have the key on the card here. It's telling you you have the solution. You have unlocked the box, right? So see what's inside. See where you can take that. It's a very encouraging card. So for number 2, we've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords here is showing me that there is going to be some action taken, because knights are action-oriented. Swords are very communicative cards, mental process, thoughts, speech, and all of that. There's going to be some important conversations coming your way. So you may be expecting either a sit down in person or a phone call or something of that nature, where you're going to be working out a plan to, I don't know, move forward, what you're going to do about something. There's some kind of conversation surrounding an action-oriented plan this week. And for card number 3, we have the reverse Knight of Cups. You are dealing with, or have been dealing with, someone romantically, somebody that you have feelings for, that is all talk. There is no heart in it. They probably sold you a line. They probably said this is how they felt, or this is what they saw with you, and it was not really true. Because the Knight of Cups, especially when it's reversed, there's always a sweet talker, but when it's reversed, there's no substance to it at all. So if you're wondering, was this true? Is this real? Take your cue from the reverse Knight of Cups. It was not, unfortunately. So we take the bad with the good and we move forward with it. It at least tells you what to do with it, right? Okay, so thank you for watching, Scorpio. I will see you again next week.